he live, he gonna be performing that song when he was like 20 years old. That nigga song.
Shit.
Go ahead.
God, and it says, sound speech that cannot be condemned.
Yeah, not saying nigga every fucking second, every word that comes out of your mouth, man. Remember, I used to hear that shit all the time. I was in the auditorium in school, and I was listening to these niggas' conversation. Literally, that's what they say. I'm just make a random sentence, but I'm gonna add nigga to it. Nigga, today I woke up at 7 a.m. today, my nigga, and I'm like, damn, I gotta make myself egg, nigga, then I gotta go to school, nigga. That's every nigga. I'm just showing you an example. Every word is nigga that come out of their mouth, man. That's not how you should talk. Nigga should not come out your word. You shouldn't even call yourself. You shouldn't even call your friends nigga. That's the word that Esau put on us. That's what he called us, man. Okay? You niggas think it's cool to say nigga every time. Alright?
That he that is of the contrary part may be ashamed, having no evil thing to say of you.
Yeah, you shouldn't go out acting reckless, man. Having these people speak against you, man. Speak evil against you. Like, man, he's a bad kid. He's reckless. You know, you're out there causing. You're a trouble kid. You're out there causing trouble in the streets.
Yeah, you're supposed to have a good report about yourself, man.
That's right. So what verse you on?
Verse 8. And it says, exhort servants to be obedient unto their own masters.
Oh, that was it.
Which are the elders and apostles.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Verse 10.
To please them well in all things, not answering again, not talking back, you know, or gainsaying, talking shit.
Yeah, because you have a lot of young people are coming to the truth, right?
Uh-huh.
They learn the scriptures and they think they're over the elders, over the apostles, over the elders, you know?
Yeah, the scripture said to who much is given, much is required. All right, the apostles, they've been given that understanding because to them, you know, it's up to them to like lead the people,
Yeah.
the nation of Israel.
And it's funny, when Jake was growing up in high school, he never asked. You know, of course they clown and shit teachers, but you know the teachers say sit down, everybody sit down.
Yeah.
But then I'm gonna take you to the principal's office. Then you get in trouble with your moms. So it was a whole system working. You gotta learn to take steps and learn to be a student before you become what do they call it, scholar or whatever.
Yeah.
Go through your ranks, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, those of you talking shit about the apostles and the elders, man, you are back-ass backwards, man. You don't regard the souls of the rest of the people, man. You're just thinking about yourself. You know how deep you sound. You know how much understanding. It's like how much fame you can get out of these people.
And Paul said, be as one that knoweth nothing.
Yeah.
Right? Even if you're wise, you got to be like a person that never knows anything, because then you be optional to learn something, you know?
Yeah.
I got one. This is 1 Timothy 5 and 17. No, I'll start from 14. It says, I will therefore that the younger woman marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. For some are already turned aside after Satan. If any man or woman that believeth have widows, let them relieve them, let not the church be charged, that it may relieve them that are widows indeed. That's the point, verse 17. Let the elders that rule well be counted. So let me read that one more time. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. All right, that goes into our apostles and the elders.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's why we give honors to our apostles and elders.
Yeah.
All right, because it says, for the scripture said that thou shalt not muzzle the ox that treadeth out the corn, and the laborer is worthy of his reward. And this is why we give tithes. Okay, because they spent all the years going out, giving us edifying. It makes sense for us to give out, tithes, man.
Yeah.
Just like how Paul likened this to when how a muzzle, when using an ox to tread the corn, you're not supposed to muzzle it. You're supposed to allow him to eat some of that corn because he's doing the work for you. He's doing all that. He's doing that labor for you. So you should allow him to eat some of that corn, not put a muzzle. Because I was watching a YouTube video. Some Moabites, they're having an ox muzzle. I don't know if they were treading corn or something, but they had the ox muzzle, the whole time. In that scripture, thou shalt not muzzle an ox that tread the corn.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's also it says if elder, you should treat him as your father.
Oh, I was about to bring that up.
Oh,
That's the
God.
spirit.
And it also says, I want to make a point where it says, honor your father, but it says, give your elders a double honor because we had fathers that correct us in the flesh.
Oh, it's just I didn't finish reading it.
Oh, okay, yeah, but you know,
But
this is a soul salvation type of fathership that that the Most High set up the apostles do. So
Yeah.
give them double honor. You know, go ahead.
Yeah, it's lucky because our apostles, man, some of them came in as like young ass men, like in their 17.
Gave up their life.
Yeah, when they were teens, now they have the gray hairs, they're getting up in age. They gave up their life for this thing, man.
Yeah.
Lord willing, so that we were able to learn and partake as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They paved the way of showing that example of endurance that you can get through this. They still vibrant.
Yeah.
They ain't all decrepit and shit. They ain't letting no life weigh them down. Cause our people let life weigh them down by believing in Esau's bullshit, going in and out of the system, having stress with their own wives because they don't rule their household, and all this shit, and they let it. By the time our grandmas shouldn't look like that, man. Our grandpas shouldn't look like that. Old and decrepit and barely can walk. Eating all this poison. If you was eating well, took care of yourself, had the spirit of, you best believe they'll look younger. They'll have a glow on their face.
Yeah.
But look our well, now the grandmas, they getting younger and they getting sluts and they having. But when you see your elderly, you're supposed to see that glow.
Yeah.
The apostles got a glow. The elders got a glow. You see that strength. But these 2/3 have been beat down, man. Don't let life beat you down. Don't take that correction as a building up of your faith and of what you're supposed to represent as a man.
Yeah, like it says in the book of Job, man, though he slay me, I will
Yeah.
have my trust in him.
Yeah,
Yahweh Hashem Yahushai,
that's right.
the Lord.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, First Timothy 5:1. Rebuke not an elder, because you ain't got no experience to rebuke an elder.
Yeah.
You ain't got the experience like them.
Yeah, what can you tell you? What a little child tell their father? Like, if you trying to talk back to me, you know that talk back shit and stuff. You talking back, you can get the hell out the house.
Yeah, bro.
You ain't gonna take that from your son or your daughter. Go ahead.
But entreat him as a father.
Exactly, because like we said, a lot of us grew up fatherless, in and out of the streets, in and out of the pen, whatever the case we have been in our lives, bumping our head against the wall, going to Esau's bullshit, getting trapped up in his world and shit. And then Most High set up men to keep you from that, man, to say, hey, man, them schools are bullshit, This is the true education right here. This is the true success, the true knowledge, wisdom, understanding. And then, because how much things we apply from school to this life when you get out of school? Nothing, basically.
Yeah.
Fuck George Washington, all that BS you learn in school. You don't apply it to this life. You struggling, trying to keep your head above water with this damn money system and shit. That's why Jake get out of high school and sell drugs.
Do it while they're in high school.
And they do it when they because they ain't getting taught nothing. And then they face the world with these bank accounts and all these things and rent and shit, and they be like, well, shit, I don't know how to do that shit. I gotta sell drugs, But they don't, now Most High set up men to instruct you to what you should do, so you won't have to go through that, man. Go ahead.
And it says, and the younger men as brethren.
Younger men as brethren. Go ahead.
That's
And
what it
that-
says.
yeah.
I got a precept for
We
that.
become brethren, man.
Yeah.
Like your real brother you grew up with, you might not even, he might not be in the truth, you might not vibe with him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is the real brotherhood, so
It's a real family.
this is a real family, man. You gotta lead that's that old man stuff. Go ahead.
I got a quick precept just about these Jake that come into the truth and think
Yeah.
they know it all. This is Sirach 32:7. It says, "Speak, young man, if there be need of thee, and yet scarcely when thou art twice." All right, in this truth, man, you're supposed to be more ready to listen than to get the sacrifice of fools.
Yeah.
Like that other precept.
Better to
Sir.
listen than to just talk all the time.
Yeah, just to babble along. Be confused. It says, "Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Be as one that knoweth, and yet holdeth his tongue."
Yeah, especially around elders.
Yeah, especially around the elders. Yeah. It says, "If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them.
Yeah.
And when ancient men are in place, use not many words. All right. So you don't gotta use that many words. This truth is simple, man. All right. Don't compare yourself, to the apostles, any of the brothers, man. Your own spirit that the Lord gave you.
That's right. Look at a quick scripture, Proverbs 5:1. It says, "My son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ear to my understanding." Look at that word bow.
Yeah.
That's a form of worship, man. A lot of people like we worshiping the apostles and all that. You got to bow your ear, man. That thou mayest regard discretion, that thy lips may keep knowledge, man. And it's what it say, by the words of your mouth, you can keep yourself from, I'm paraphrasing, danger, trouble, assault, phantom, turning away wrath.
Yeah. Because you say something stupid, man, people will be ready to fight with you to the death sometimes.
Yeah.
That starts wars as well.
Yeah.
We say the tongue is an unruly member.
Yeah. The tongue is an unruly
Who can tame
member.
it?
Oh, my bad.
Who can tame it? Right?
Yeah, who can tame it, yeah.
Go ahead,
I got a quick one. Jude 1:23. And others saved with fear, pulling them out of the fire. And we should be thankful to the elders and apostles. The Lord used them to pull us out of what's to come, the wrath.
Yeah, like the brothers read before, man, they're looking out for our souls, man. All right? I could continue this in the book of Hebrews. 12.
We don't have no order.
What's up?
No, because we changed the topic off where we're going. The chosen.
Oh, I mean,
It's all through the Spirit. Spirit's having us jump to different topics.
Yeah. I mean, I never finished reading. This is the book of Hebrews 12:7. It says, "If you endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not?" All right. But if you be without chastisement, whereof all of are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons.
Yeah.
All right. And it goes to show you that the Lord, man, He doesn't care about these other nations, man. He's not chastising them. He's regarding them as spittle. All right. The only people that He's dealing with is the nation of Israel.
He already has it. I got it.
And it all ties back, because that's what the elect is going through, the hopeful elect. We going through trials. These 2/3 are running wild now.
Yeah.
We're the ones that, Most High is telling, hey, don't do that.
And
Don't
listen.
go to, listen, go ahead.
And it's lucky, and we're also the ones that are listening.
Yeah.
Ultimately, not the 2/3.
Sure.
It says, "Furthermore, we had fathers of our flesh with that which corrected us."
We talked about that growing up.
Yeah.
Your father's whipping you and this and that. Go ahead.
"And we gave them reverence.
Yeah.
Shall we not much more rather be in subjection under the Father of spirits and live?" Yeah. It says, for there verily for a few days of chasten us after their own pleasure,
Yeah.
but for our profit."
Yeah, because the fear of the Lord hasn't been put in this world, man.
Yeah.
America you ain't been taught to fear the Most High, man.
Yeah, and that's what your parents teach you when you're a child.
Yeah.
They teach you the laws of the Lord.
Yeah.
They teach you to fear the Lord. They teach you the history of the scriptures. Now, let me see if I could find a couple good example, right? I think it's Deuteronomy 6. We're supposed to teach our children this truth, this word. Teach them that they're Israelites. Who the true power is. All right. I think it says, if you can finish reading.
So this verse 10, it says, "For they verily for a few days chastened us after their own pleasure." That's talking about our fathers. But it says, the Most High, "But He for our profit." The Lord does it so, we could learn. We could grow from that. All right? It says that we might be partakers of His holiness. That's ultimately what we want, man. To be partakers of His holiness. To rule alongside in the kingdom.
Yeah, pull them fucking points out.
Yeah.
See, that's going back to
She
we
had
are
a-
a holy nation.
Yeah, that's going back to us being a holy nation, man.
And then he's going to expect you to respect.
Yeah.
I found I was reading. This is Deuteronomy 6:20. It says, and when thy son asketh thee in the time to come, saying, What mean these the testimonies and the statutes and the judgments which the Lord our power hath commanded you? Verse 21, then thou shalt say unto thy son, we were Pharaoh's bondmen in Egypt, and the Lord brought us out of Egypt with a mighty hand. And the Lord showed signs and wonders, great and sore upon Egypt, upon Pharaoh and upon all his household before our eyes. And he brought us out from thence, that he might bring us in, to give us the land which he sware unto our fathers. And the Lord commanded us to do all these statutes, to fear the Lord our power, for our good always, that he might preserve us alive, as it is at this day. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before the Lord our power, as he hath commanded us. So back then, our parents will have to teach our children the laws, the history. In this case, going into the what happened in Egypt, the deliverance. That's what you learned. Now, does anyone have the Bible dictionary?
Yeah, I do.
Can you bring it out? That's the real school. Because what I'm about to bring out in the Bible dictionary, it says a little bit. Found it, right? This is school. Yeah, right. School, right? It's a place or institution devoted to teaching and learning in the early history of Israel. The home was the primary agency for religious training. So basically, homeschool. We didn't back then in the ancient world. We didn't send our kids to school to learn under East. No. You learned by your parents. Your parents teach you the laws, the history, okay, to fear the Most High, okay, or you have cases like what happened with Samuel. Or I think his name was Hannah. Yeah. His mother's name was Hannah. She gave him unto the Lord. Gave him to the temple, where Eli, Samuel was raised by Eli, where he was taught the laws, taught the laws in the word, man. Okay? So, reading out again, it says, school, a place or institution devoted to teaching and learning in the early history of Israel. The home was the primary agency for religious training, which was imparted chiefly through conversation, example, and imitation. All teaching was religiously orientated, right? Because you had cases in Joshua, right? Now I believe in Joshua you had how Joshua crossed the river and took out the stones, right? And I think it was 12 stones, and then the Lord said to leave the stones out. Let me see if I can find it. Joshua, I have it highlighted, but I don't know where it is exactly. Yeah, found it. Yeah, the two memorials. So it says, Joshua 4:1. And it came to pass, when all the people were clean passed over Jordan, that the Lord spake unto Joshua, saying, take you 12 men out of the people, out of every tribe of man, and command ye them, saying, take you hence out of the midst of Jordan, out of the place where the priest's feet stood firm, 12 stones, and ye shall carry them over with you, and leave them in the lodging place where ye shall lodge this night. Then Joshua called the 12 men whom he had prepared of the children of Israel out of every tribe a man. And Joshua said unto them, pass over before the ark of the Lord your power into the midst of Jordan, and take you up every man of you a stone upon his shoulder, according to unto the number of the tribes of children of Israel. So they were crossing the Jordan River, right? Verse 6, the point says, that this may be a sign among you, that when your children ask their fathers in time to come, saying, what mean ye by these stones? Then he shall answer them, that the waters of Jordan were cut off before the ark of the covenant of the Lord. When it passed over Jordan, the waters of Jordan were cut off, and these stones shall be for a memorial unto the children of Israel forever. So basically, that's just another example what the parents taught their children. All right, they taught them history. All right, they taught them how to be if you're a man, how to become a man, how to be a woman, how to be a woman. Right? If you're a woman, how to be a woman. All right, until you reach the age of accountability where you're able to get judged for your sins. Okay, where you're able to get judged, and that age is 12. Okay, because by the time you're 12, you already know everything. You already know what not to do or what not to do. That's why if you get Deuteronomy 21, right?
Oh, okay.
You don't have to get it, but I'm paraphrasing it. If you have a stubborn or rebellious son, all right, that will not take heed, even if you're chastising him, the parents just take him to the elders, and they'll stone him. All right, and that was to put fear to Israel, to the other children. Like, damn, because they'll know, like, he was disobedient to his kids, and that's what he. Oh hell no, I'm gonna listen to my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's to put fear.
Yeah.
To fear low, because being stoned to death is not a easy way out.
Yeah.
You have different stones, big stones, and Jake, but it wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy way out, man.
Just to mention, you read in the concordance how it says the home.
Yeah,
About
the
the home?
Bible dictionary.
Yeah, and it said that was the place that you learn. And it even tells you that a woman should, if she learn anything, learn from her husband at home.
Yep, that's right. Yep,
Because that's where the teaching comes from.
goes from home, man.
Yeah.
All teaching was religiously oriented anymore. Yeah, look. Samuel instituted a school of the prophets. 1 Samuel 19:19. During the Babylonian captivity, the synagogue had its origin. It was a place of teaching, never of sacrifice. Later in elementary school. That was it. Yeah, that was it. So basically, I'm just going into a little bit how school was.
Yeah.
What we taught,
Yeah.
what we learned when we were children.
Yeah.
You didn't just do what you do today. Kids, you play games all day,
Yeah.
watch TV all day, you eat junk food all day, you go out and about. As a child, you had your fun, but you had to learn. All right, you had to learn things.
Exactly.
Okay, because today these kids, all they do, all the parents, their kids be annoying. So what they do is what? Give them an iPad, give them a game system, so they can play all day. Allow them to eat junk food all day. That's not.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be doing that.
And then they hop online and do the home schooling with Esau and shit.
Yeah.
They sitting their ass down in front of a computer, working, whether it's work or school, and they listening to the damn devil, man. So the home training is all fucked up.
Allow Esau to
yeah.
allow Esau to teach your kids, man.
Yeah.
With all that math, and it's good to know math. It's good to know, it's good to know how to read.
Yeah.
It's good to know how to, math.
Yeah.
All right. It's good to know how to write.
Theodore Roosevelt said what?
Thorough knowledge of the Bible is better than a college education. All right. Like this, you got people that want to go to school thinking they have to learn something, and not knowing that you're not learning shit. Like, you may learn a few things, learn some history, but the real understanding, the real life is this. All right, because I've been around people that have masters. Right, these motherfuckers are kind of stupid to me. Like the shit they do, the shit they say, it's just kind of. I thought it was stupid. The last chick I was dealing with, she came out of school doing masters. Like, man, in my mind, this bitch is stupid. This bitch is dumb. Like, she don't know shit. No more than her. She went to school.
Yeah. It says the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High.
Testimony. I learned a lot more in doing CNC machines and learning from my thousands of inches to circumferences and radiuses than any other schooling that I had, algebra and stuff of that nature.
Yeah.
So you learn more with a trade than if you want to go to college.
Trade school is way better than going to an actual college. Well, unless if you want to go to college, go to university, you got to make sure that the career you want lines up. Because a lot of these people go to school, go to these masters, and they end up with no job, and they're not even getting the job they want. Because you should only go to universities if you want to become a lawyer, a doctor, if you want to become a Navy SEAL, whatever. If the career you want requires you to go to university, then go to university.
Yeah.
But it's better for you to go to a trade school, learn trucking, learn plumbing, have hand skills.
Carpentry.
Yeah, learn.
Yeah.
Become a chef. You never know, you may become the next Jordan Ramsay or something.
Yeah.
Not going and wasting your life, all your fucking money on being in debt for school, and you ain't really learning shit.
That's why Jake joined the military, because
You need money to pay for school.
Yeah.
I had a friend I used to go to the gym with. He said, man, I need money to pay for school. That's what you're going to do. I'm going to join the army. He's in the army right now. He's getting his school paid, man. All right, because you go to college, right? All right, you go to college. That's all they teach you. That's all they push on you in school. In high school, what college you gonna go to? What college you gonna go to, right?
Yeah.
They don't teach you the necessities of life, of your taxes, how to save money,
How to build wealth.
how to build how to cook, how to do things. You know, they just teach you, you know, the basic necessities like history, algebra, and all on math.
Which is lies, yep.
History is most definitely lies.
Yeah.
Most definitely fucking lies.
There's a
And I
people-
caught him on a lie too.
Yeah.
The Louisiana Purchase. One lie they teach you in school is the Louisiana Purchase. All right. In school, I learned that you're taught the reason why the French sold the United States to the was sold the Louisiana Purchase to Andrew Jackson, United States, right? Was because they needed money to take over Europe. That's what they teach you in school. Because a lot of things they teach you, they go by the book. That's why I was able to steal the book, my teacher's book. I stole the book and I wrote all the answers down. That's how I was able to get by just taking her book. Because teachers, they go by the book.
Yeah.
That's what she was going by. They don't go by straight facts. All right. Because when I found out the truth, I brought out straight facts to the whole class, presented it. Because the reason why,
Shut it down,
the
man.
reason why the United States, the French sold the United States, the Louisiana Purchase, because they needed money to take over Haiti, because Haiti was enslaved by the French with Toussaint Louverture. Or even before Toussaint Louverture, you had a lot of rebellions. All right, and Haiti was able to gain their independence back. All right, get the freedom back, man. And the French, when they enslaved the Haitians, they brought them a lot of wealth. But when they didn't have them in slavery, when they lost a lot of money, and their French needed money, and Louisiana Purchase was another way to get money, man. Or besides trying to tax the Haitians, okay? But they don't teach you that in school. I had to learn that myself, and the spirit was a spirit because when the history teacher told me that, I went to YouTube and I watched Elder Yatan. He made a video about it. As soon as I went home, the truth about the Louisiana Purchase came out. He broke it all down, and I did a little more history research on it, and I brought it out in class, man. And then when I brought it out in class, you know, the teacher, she looked at everything I said. She said, "Wow, everything was right." Because in the class, I said, "All right, first I'm gonna teach you the lie they teach you in school." And I looked at her in the eye when I said it. Yeah, I'm gonna teach you the lie they teach you. I'm gonna tell you the lie. And I looked in her eye, and then I told her the truth. And she the facts that I brought out were all straight, man. You know?
Yeah, because math that means math in Hebrew is supposed to be the truth. They telling lies, man.
Yeah, we got a precept.
It says, 2 Corinthians 1:3. Blessed be Yahweh, even the fathers of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, the fathers of mercies, and the God of all comfort, who comforted us in all our tribulation, that we may be able to comfort them that are in any trouble, by the comfort whereof.
And what's the comfort? It's truth. It's truth. This is the guide. This is like the Bible. This is what I found this quote online of what the Bible says for. I think basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That is dope. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. That's what someone came up with, man.
Yeah,
It's a perfect. This is basic instruction. You learn how to become a man. You learn history. And I love reading this. Learning history. Learning history
About ourselves.
about our nation, about our people.
You know what's so beautiful about it? The Lord only allows us to wield all of this.
And to understand it. A
Yeah.
lot of people they have a Bible at their house. They don't understand what they're reading. Okay? They don't understand what the hell they reading. You know, they have a Bible. They have a Bible at home. They don't understand what they're reading. They just think they read the scriptures like John 3:16, Psalms 23. I can do all things in Philippians. You know, that's all they read, man. They don't read no. They don't actually take time to study. Because one of the things that our apostles always say, in order to know the mystery, you gotta know the history.
Exactly.
And the history lines up with the scriptures, man. Like the Apocrypha, when you go to
Alexander.
the Maccabees, it says about Alexander. All right, it goes into it even says his father. Okay, it even says it mentioned his father in there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's real history. Alright, it goes into Xerxes. I had some issues about the Persians. All up in there, man.
Yeah.
You know?
The apostles always say the Hebrew, Greek, and Latin. Because then you start to know the language, our languages, and what we was doing, what we was speaking, why we speaking this.
Yeah.
You know? Because we're speaking this language because we're in captivity, man. And then it links to other things. So it's very informative and very needful, man. You know? Anyway, anybody got... We still got some.
With we ourselves are comforted of Yahweh, for as the sufferings of Mashiach abound in us, so our consolation also abounded by Mashiach.
Yeah, because just like we're partakers of the Lord's suffering, we're going to receive reward. We're going to receive our reward, our joy, as long as we endure the suffering. All right? Because like that's why Paul said that we can't compare the sufferings to the glory that we're going to receive. The reward we're going to get, man. We just got to endure it. Don't be like that last guy that came last week, started all being bitter that he did not receive reward for going through his sufferings. Well, you didn't endure unto the end, man. You didn't endure unto the end. You got to endure. You have to endure unto the end.
Yeah, the scripture
All
say,
right.
"He that overcomes to the end shall be saved." All right, you got to be able to endure, all the pain, the affliction, the suffering that comes, from knowing this truth, and obeying the Most High.
Verse 6, and whether we be afflicted, it is for your consolation and salvation, which is effectual in the enduring of the same suffering which we also suffer.
Wait. Yeah, like a quick example, right? Mark 13 and 13. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. See, the key is, keyword, endure unto the end. Not go halfway and I got tired, I got being bitter, what a loss. Endure unto the end. That's the key. That's the point. To endure it. We gotta endure everything unto the end. Okay, we gotta finish what we started. It's like you're building the tower, because it's true. It's likened onto us building the tower, right? But you're not able to finish it. You're not able to finish building it. It's like you stopped halfway and just left your post and went on doing your own thing. When you have a tower to build, you have to finish what you started. You have to finish what you built it. All right, and we, us brothers, we hope that we endure on to the end. We hope that we finish what we started.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep. They say the man that begin to mock him, they begin to mock the man.
Go ahead.
Whether we be comforted, it is for your consolation and salvation.
Right. Where were you? 1 Corinthians 3?
Now what?
Yeah, this is a sad world. Hell yeah. It is a sad world. This world is sad, man. This world is this world is, needs new management. This world is fucked up. People are fucked up. Animals are all fucked up. I mean, what I mean by fucked up means, a better word to say is people are mourning, animals are mourning, the trees are mourning, the earth itself is mourning because of the habitants of the earth. That's why.
Ezekiel chapter 8.
Oh, hey, look. This is spirit. Look, I'm talking about enduring. I have a motivation app, right? Gives me motivation. Good things come to those who believe. Better things come to those who are patient. And the best things come to those who don't give up. Perfect time. This app comes in time, but they give me some spiritual messages in perfect time. But this is perfect. Right here, man. Who are patient, and the best things come to those who don't give up. Alright, and what's that? The kingdom. As long as we don't give up, as long as we endure, we get to enter into the kingdom. Because the scriptures speak about we have to go through great tribulations in order to get there. We have to go to the narrow path. It's a lonely path. No one can help. You could be best friends with the apostles. You could be best friends with the brothers. You could be best friends with the elect. Alright, but they can't save you. We gotta work out our own salvation. Every man, we have to go on the narrow path, man. And that path is it's very hard. It's a very hard path.
Yeah.
All right, there's many obstacles that we have to get over and endure. But that's why we have to pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to help us get through our affliction, to get through our sufferings, to get through the fire and over every obstacle. We just pray to the Most High that He gives us the spirit not to give up, but to endure. Harness is a good soldier, man.
Yeah.
All right?
What did it say about the narrow path? Only one man enter at a time.
Let's bring that out since we don't have, I think Matthew 7, right? Let's see. Yeah, Matthew 7:13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Who's that few? The elect. Alright, there's only be a few that's gonna go through the straight gate and actually enter into that gate. Enter into the kingdom. There's only gonna be a few. Alright, you had many that came into this. You had many that came into this truth, and they didn't want to go through the straight gate. They didn't want to finish what they started, so they fall out. They went back into the world. You had many people that heard this truth, but they wanted to receive their consolation now. They wanted the Christ now. They want to go through the straight gate. They want to go to the easy way. All right, but in order to, like the scripture says, there's no easy way out. There's no easy way in that to enter into the kingdom. We have to go through that straight gate. We have to go through much tribulation. We just have to have the spirit to endure it, man. Because remember, I forgot the song. It's a Benjamin song. The strongest soldiers is built for the battle. So whatever we're going through, know that you're built for it, man. Whatever is on your path, on that gate, on that path to the kingdom, whatever obstacles in your way, all right, whatever we have to suffer, you can go through it. All right, we can go through it. You know why? Because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is with us. All right, and it says and if Yahweh is with me, we can do all things. Philippians. All right, I can do all things through Yahweh that strengthens me, man. So if you believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we can get through that straight gate. You can get through that. You can get over that obstacle that's in your way.
Yeah.
All right.
So Yahweh Shah is the finisher of our faith. Go ahead.
I got this quick precept. This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 1, verse 3. It says, "Blessed be the Most High and Father of our Lord Yahushai, which according to His abundant mercy hath begotten us again unto a lively hope." All right, and all this, coming back into this truth, man, that was all mercy from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, it says, "Unto a lively hope by the resurrection of Yahushai from the dead." All right, and we were able to come back to this truth because of what Yahushai had done for us.
Yeah.
All right.
Because it talks about shall a man take his wife back that was a slut or adulterous.
That's what we were doing with the Most High.
Yeah.
Playing with these other gods, these idols.
Yeah.
But
and it says yet the Most High will call you back.
Yeah. He did that through the way of Yahushai dying for us, man. His only son, his begotten son. It says, "To an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled, and that fadeth not away, reserved in heaven for you." All right? To us, is promised the kingdom of heaven, that new heavens, that new earth. That's what we strive for. That's what we look towards to, constantly, forward, no matter, what comes our way. It says, "Who are kept by the power of the Most High through faith unto salvation, ready to be revealed in the last time." All right, and right now is the last time, man. We're coming to the last days, of Esau's rulership. Yahushai to rule along with the nation of Israel. It says, "Wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if ye need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptation." All right, and we're constantly going through tribulation. We're constantly going through this hell.
Different versions, tribulations, man.
Yeah, different brothers may be able to endure more than other brothers. Other brothers have been given less help, but it's still hell nonetheless. All right, it says, verse 7, "The trial of your faith being much more precious than of gold that perisheth." All right, so the trial of our faith much more precious than the gold, that perisheth. It says, "Though it be tried with fire, it might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahushua Mashiach." All right, it says, "Whom having not ye seen, ye love, and whom thou now ye see him not, ye believe." All right, ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory. Because, you know, everything that we do, man, it's all off faith. You know, we haven't seen Yahweh Shai, we haven't seen Yahweh in person. But, you know, we believe and we trust in the words of this book. All right? It says, receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls. And that's the goal at the end, man. The salvation. Lord willing to make it out of here, to be found, you know, in the appearing of Yahweh Shai. All right?
To be those elect men.
Lord willing, yeah, be those elect men.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you really have any scripture?
It's not easy.
You got a precept?
Acts 11 and 13. And he showed us how he had seen an angel in his house, which stood and said unto him, Send men to Joppa, and call for Simon, whose surname is Peter. Verse 14. Who shall tell thee the words whereby thou and all thy household shall be saved. So we're telling you the words for where your household may be saved, and you're the head of your household.
That's right.
Israel.
Yeah, that's it. I got something backs up what this is Sirach 2 and 1, right? It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, right, and all of us we come to serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, right? This is one of the things that we have to prepare for. When it says, prepare thy soul for temptation, we have to prepare our minds that we're going to get put through different, diverse temptations, different, diverse tests, you know, different hell, okay? So it says, when you come with that mindset, and when it happens, it helps you endure it, all right? Because like we read earlier about the comfort, right? What is the comfort? The scriptures.
Yeah.
The scriptures comfort us when we're down. You know, scriptures comfort us when we're catching hell. It helps us bring us up, right? Because there's a bunch of scriptures of our forefathers that caught hell too, man. All right. It says,
wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time, man. It's going to keep us faithful in the end.
set thy heart aright and constantly endure. So we gotta constantly endure. We gotta get our mind to know that this is not gonna be going on that narrow path. All right, it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard. We gotta prepare our mind for a tough battle, man.
Hey, Salaki, because what's that saying in the world? You don't have to get ready. You've been ready. You have rough and paraphrase.
You don't have to get ready if you stay ready.
If you stay ready, there you go.
Key word is always stay ready.
Yeah.
It says, and make no haste in the time of trouble. Yeah, don't be like those other guys that were of the sand, that got weak and went out to the world because they couldn't endure the storm that they had to go through, man. All right, they couldn't endure the fire. All right, it says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. Before honor is humility.
Yeah.
Right? So before we can receive the kingdom, we have to be humbled. And one way the Lord humbles us is putting us through the fire. Okay? It says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Okay, so in order for the Lord to accept you, He has to put you through the fire to see if you're worthy to be of the elect, man, to be one of His. Okay, because the elect regardless is going to endure. All right, the elect regardless is going to endure because you have the precious stones, you have the gold, and you have the silver. And if you're the precious stones, the gold and the silver, when you put through the fire, it purifies you. Or like we were going into earlier, the fire it purifies us. It purifies us. It makes us perfect. It makes us better, man. Okay, it doesn't bring us down. Well, we'll bring you down if you're of the wood, hay, and stubble. The hell will destroy you. All right, be like that one guy last week that got bitter for losing things, not counting the cost when you come to serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, when counting the cost is no understanding the hell that you make that you're going to catch, man. All right.
Because the Lord chastises, man, we're able to understand that what we're doing is wicked, and because of that, we're able to appreciate righteousness that much more, right?
It says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in Him, and He will help thee. Order that way aright and trust in Him. All right, so we gotta remember these words. Just always believe in the Most High. Don't be in that spirit of wanting to curse Him or wanting to go out, fall out because of the hell you're putting through, man.
Yeah.
All right, life is not always gonna be easy. Niggas go back into the world thinking that the life is gonna get better, man. thinking that their life is gonna go back to the way it is. Because you have guys that came in the truth and literally they falling out because of the hell they're catching. And you had an example of that last Saturday.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see. Yeah, that was it. Anybody got precepts? Alright, let me bring out Job 5.
Yeah. That word you mentioned, though, pure and purge is the same kind of similar word. So, you know, you're going to have to be purged, man, to be pure. You know? Well, it's last scripture.
Job 5 and 17 says, Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High corrected. Alright, because we were all one time in our life going the wrong way. Alright, you know, doing our own thing, being wicked. But the Most High corrected us. Alright, and one way He corrected us is by His word. Okay, and then He puts us through hell. Alright, because like Micah says, we have to bear our indignation. Alright, because we sinned against the Lord. So we have to bear it, man. Alright, so it says, Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High corrected. Now, why are we going to be happy? You're not going to be happy because you're losing things. It's not going to be a joyous thing, but you're going to be happy because the Lord Himself, you know, is dealing with you. You know what that means? That if Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is dealing with you, that means He's loved you.
Yeah.
All right.
He's dealing with us like
it's not like the
sons.
That's right. It's not like the love that the world shows you. Like, I love you, son. Let me just give you all these riches. Let me just give you everything your heart desires because I love you so much.
Yeah.
All right, because that's what the world sees God, right? The Most High. They seem like, if God loves me, I'm gonna get all this, I'm gonna get all that, because He loves me. No, the love that the Lord shows is through adversity.
Yeah.
Puts through adversity, man. Okay, this is just spoil us, like some cats think, like some people think that God's gonna spoil them and give them everything they want. Which the Most High is gonna give everything we want.
Yeah.
Much more. But in order to get that, He has to test us first to see if we're worthy to receive those rewards. You don't just give your son, like you have children, you don't just give your kids, your children, everything they want, everything they ask for. That's spoiling them.
Yeah, he's not going to know what to do with it.
Yep, that's right. He has to work for it. You know, if you have parents, you know, if you sometimes you base your decision if your kids want something based off the works that they do. If your children is doing the chores, doing everything that you tell them to do, and if they ask for something, give it to them. You know, he's respectful, he's being obedient, he's behaving well, he's not being a bad kid, he's being good, he's doing everything I said. Same thing with the Most High. Yeah. Okay, the Most High is just not gonna give us everything we want.
That child is just gonna end up wasting away everything.
That's right.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Especially, the Lord's not give us everything that we want in this world, because remember, Esau's world is going to be destroyed. This world is temporary.
Yeah.
All right, the Lord's going to destroy this place. So why is He going to give everything that our hearts desire now when this place is going to be destroyed? That's going to come to the kingdom of heaven. But meanwhile, we have to go through the sufferings. We have to be put through the fire, see if we're worthy to enter into that kingdom, man. All right, we have to go through the narrow gate in order to enter into that kingdom, man. Okay, so it says, Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High corrected. Therefore, despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. And that's what that guy did last week. Right? He despised it. And that's why he's teaching some other shit, man. Okay? For He make it sore. See, He make it sore. You know, He may wound you, put you through adversity, bring you low, right? Yeah. But at the same time, it says, and bindeth up. He woundeth, and his hands make whole. And how does the Lord make you whole? Through this word. How does He heal you? Through this word. How does He comfort you? Through this word. Okay? So, you want to close it out?
Yeah, sure. So, with that, Lord willing, this camp was edifying. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory again. Barak Te'al.
Barak Te'al.
Barak Te'al Shai. Barak Te'al.
Barak Te'al.
Barak Te'al Shai.
Barak Te'al Shai.
All right, with that, hey, shalom, brother. Shalom.